HarperCollins presents Children of Fog Island by Mariette Lindstein. Read by Laurence Bouvard. Prologue. The girl's scream pierces the howling wind. Vic is holding her wrists in an iron grip and dragging her on her back across the barren terrain. I want to stop him, but there's hardly anything to be done when Vic gets like this. He is full of a pulsating energy I know well. He is exhilarated by his own cruel idea and possesses a superhuman strength fueled by hatred. She kicks and tries to wrench her arms loose, but Vic is too strong. We're on the slope that leads to Devil's Rock. He pulls her up the craggy heights, and I know where he's going. The very highest cliff is known as Old Nick, and he grimaces above us with his loose tooth, reaches clumsily over the sea, and nudges the steely gray clouds with his nose. I cry, "Not there!" But he doesn't listen. He yanks at the girl's arms impatiently, but she resists and nearly throws him off balance. Quickly, he throws an elbow around her neck and squeezes until she goes quiet. Her arms and legs shake helplessly, then fall slack to the rocky surface. He lays her on the grassy patch just before the rocks take over, plunging to the sea. "Are you going to help me or what?" he calls to me. "We'll throw her over and then we'll be rid of her. Don't look so horrified. No one will ever know." My legs will no longer bear me. I fall to my knees on the slope and bawl at him to stop, but he only stares at me, bold and defiant. When I look up at him, it isn't Vic I see. That is Father's face, full of chaos and scorn. His eyes are black worms crawling into my soul. My head is pounding. Something wants out. The pounding turns into something else, something worse and more stubborn, like a chainsaw biting its way through my frozen brain. I shout the only words that will come to me. "Father is going to be furious!" And as I say those words, I realize they're true. Vic stares at me, mouth agape, looking panicked. The momentary delight I feel to have reached him transforms into horror as I realize that he has spotted something behind me. I don't have to turn around. I know who it is. The shadow falls across my body like an unexpected eclipse. All at once, I'm in the midst of something dark and forbidding. The sound of the sea and the wind has faded. The air feels different, sharper and colder. I meet Vic's gaze. For a second, our eyes are locked. Something passes between us, an awareness that life will never be the same again. Chapter 1. The sound of the TV was deafening. Gusts may reach over 110 miles per hour, the strongest winds ever measured in western Sweden. Sophia set the grocery bags in the kitchen, went to the living room, snatched the remote from Benjamin's hand, and turned off the television. "What are you doing?" Benjamin asked. "Don't just sit there, do something." "But that was interesting. They were explaining how to prepare for the storm." "Well, it's no mystery. Go out and bring in the lawn furniture, secure all loose items. I bought enough food to last us a few days. Then we have to gather candles, flashlights, and all that. Do you know where Julia is?" "No idea. I'm sure she'll be home for dinner." He stood up, came over to her, and placed his hands on her shoulders. "Honey, try not to get all worked up about the storm. Everything's gonna be fine. The weather guys are afraid they'll get the blame if they don't warn people. I'm sure it won't be as bad as they say. You worry too much." "We'll see," she said, extricating herself. It was true she was worked up over the storm. Not just because the meteorologist seemed so concerned. A feeling had crept up on her, an unpleasant sense of foreboding that she couldn't shake off. She went out to the yard, stood on the lawn,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?